Good morning, afternoon, or evening. My name is Adam with the Theory, and welcome to another episode of Adam's Theory. First off, I want to thank everybody that showed me love on my last video about the orcs and the monster manual. Some of you liked what I said, some of you didn't, yet you still engaged, and that means a lot to me. So thank you very much for the thumbs up or the thumbs down that you gave me. I really do appreciate it. Okay. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and because like I said, I love talking about Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm assuming you do as well since you are here. All right. So in this video, somebody made a comment in one of my videos talking about that I'm only talking about the old D&D 5e, and I should make some new content for the new one. I was waiting for a little bit and everything because a lot of dungeon masters that I play with, they were waiting for the monster manual to come out before they actually put, I guess, do some games with the new monsters. Also, I mean, they haven't made any new adventures with the new monsters yet. So it's kind of just like, I guess they just got to use the old stories and just put the new monsters in if you're going to use the new characters. But it is what it is. So, with that being said, I'm going to do a series of videos. Hold on real quick. Oh, you good? Sorry about that. I thought one of my cats wanted to come up in the video, but he's acting a little bit shy, so I apologize about that. Anyway, I'm doing a series of videos on the subclasses for each class in Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, it's going to be a little series. I'm gonna go talk about it, give my advice on it. I'm gonna start in reverse order this time just to spice it up for myself. And I'm going to start with the wizards. Now, if there is, I guess, a class that you want me to go over their subclasses a little bit earlier, just leave a comment in there and I could do that. All right. So let's start with the wizard. All right. So first off, with all the wizards, what they've done is something I do like is that they stopped doing the whole thing about if you try to pretty much you can copy a spell for half the cost for depending upon what school of magic it is. I'm happy they took that out because to be quite honest, you never really did it. I mean, and it was kind of a pain to to ask your DM for the spells, blah blah blah. I just started a whole bunch of mess. So I'm happy they took it out. So now when each level you go up, you learn an extra spell from that class. So I'm happy with that. All right. So let's talk about the first subclass we're going to talk about is the illusionist. Okay, you're the wizard that pretty much studied how to make illusions. All right. So pretty much level 3, you pretty much get the you can let me see. You can cast illusion spells without provoking verbal components, and if the illusion you cast has a range of 10 feet, the range increases to 60. Yay, I guess. Also, you pretty much minor illusion cantrip, and if you already have it, you could just pick another spell. Yay, I guess and stuff. I mean, will this be great in battle? No, but I do see this being great outside of battle, outside of combat and everything. But in combat, I think it's silly. Level 6, phantasmal creatures. Pretty much you get to create some creatures that are illusions, but they can hurt people. I think it's okay at level 6. They're kind of they're not that beefy, but if you like pretty much summoning things, it's great. The level 10 ability I do like. When a creature hits you with an attack roll, you can take the reaction to impose an illusionary duplicate of yourself between the attacker and yourself, and the attack automatically misses. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until a short or long rest. You can restore the use of it by expending a level 2 plus spell slot. Pretty much, I think this is the best ability. Also, just to let you know, I'm only doing levels up to level 10 with the subclasses because I'll be honest with you, most of the time you're not going to get to level 14. I'll be honest, so it's no point in me really talking about it. Um, Even the level 10s are a little bit iffy, but I kind of wanted, I was like, I can do a level 10, kind of make the video a little bit longer. All right, so I like the level 10 ability. I just wish that if that level 10 ability, if you got it a little bit sooner, maybe at level 3, this I could work with this subclass. But I just feel like with this subclass, it's more out of combat. Like I think I can have a lot of fun with this subclass out of combat, but in combat is just. And then also I looked at a couple of the spells for I guess illusions, and a lot of them are not that great. They're great outside of combat. Outside of combat, they are amazing. In combat, not so bad. So not so good. So I was just gonna go and just. This is pretty much my weakest of the subclasses, to be honest. But if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. All right, the next one we're going to go over is the evoker. This is the wizard subclass that you just want to bring the noise. All right, you bringing the fireballs and lightning bolts. You just blowing up everything. All right. So all right, so pretty much level 3, of course. You just get another of that spell of that class. Nothing big deal. All right. Potent cantrip. Pretty much what this one is, your damage cantrips affect even creatures that avoid the brunt of the effect. When you cast a cantrip at a creature and it misses with an attack roll or succeeds in a saving throw against the cantrip, the target takes half damage. So no matter what, you're going to hit them. All right. That's pretty. I like this ability as a wizard. You're gonna. I understand you want to use your big spells, but sometimes your cantrips are going to become your bread and butter. I'm playing a Curse of Strahd game, and I got a level 11 wizard, and funny enough, most of the time I'm using Fireball. I'm using because I'm concentrating on a spell, and then I'm using pretty much my action to like shoot a firebolt and everything, and I use my bonus action for something else and everything for the spell that I'm concentrating on. So I think this is a great ability. All right, you get a level 6. All right, level 6 ability for the invoker. It's pretty much the same thing from regular 5e. You pretty much protect your teammates. So you could cast Fireball in a room and don't have to worry about your teammates getting blown up. They automatically succeed on the save, and if they would take half damage, if they do succeed, they take no damage at all. So pretty much Fireball away. It's a safe Fireball wizard. This is the damage caster. I like it. Boom. Level 10, the empowered invocation. Whenever you cast a wizard spell from the invocation school, you can add your intelligence modifier to 1 damage roll at the of that spell. Gives you the most a +5. It's nothing that great. It is what it is. Pretty much the level 3 and the level 6 is. I think the level 3 is really good, even though it's only for cantrips. Being able them to automatically take like some damage is good. And the level 6 ability is honestly going to be your bread and butter. You're going to be doing a lot of fireballs, a lot of lightning bolts, a lot of area of effect spells and everything. And you can make sure that your team's alive and everything. I think this is a very fun subclass at at low level and at high level. I like it. So I think this is pretty much, if the illusionist was the lowest, pretty much in my rankings at 4, the invoker would be number 3. All right, then we got the diviner. All right, I'm gonna be honest about this subclass. I hate this subclass with a passion. I hate it in 5e, and I hate it in the new D&D 24. The reason for that is, honestly, the only reason why this subclass is playable is because of its level 3 ability with the potent. All right, the level 6 and the level 10, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't. First off, the school of this, pretty much the school of magic this is in is boring. All right, this is the I want to be I want to stalk you class, school of magic. Not a fan of it. It is what it is. It's boring. But the level 3 ability is so good. Of just pretty much wake up one morning, you have a I'm so Raven moment, and you roll 2 dice, D20s. Those rolls you have for until you take a long rest. And whenever anything happens that requires a roll, you can say, no, this is you roll this. So the good thing about this thing is if you get a 1 or 2 or a 19 and 20, it's easy to, you know when to actually use these spells. All right. But if you get something in the middle, you gotta kind of finesse and you kind of meta game, especially if you're playing on roll 20. Like you look at you hit a monster with an attack, and you could kind of see like the attack modifier, like it's a +8. Okay, so you can kind of do the counting and stuff. Um, that's it. I mean, that's the reason why this is the most broken subclass for the wizard. Okay, the level 6 doesn't matter and everything, where you could pretty much you could get more, you could replenish your divination spells, but all the spells are trash in my personal opinion. Okay, the spells are trash. Then at level 10 you get a third eye, which is also trash. Like it's just, hey, if you disagree, if you think the level 6 and 10 ability for the diviner is good, please leave a comment. I'd like to talk to you about that. In my personal opinion, I don't like it. Now, my favorite one, the number one on this list, the abjurer. Ooh. Pretty much this is the, hey, DM, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? This is the, hey, I'm the counter spell, dispel, magic. I love it. Um, I love this subclass with a passion and stuff, because I feel like as a wizard, counterspell and dispel magic is your bread and butter. So I like subclasses that kind of encourages you to do that. All right. So pretty much the level 3 is their arcane ward. All right. Pretty much they can put a field around them if they use the abjuration spell. So pretty much they got a force field around. And it is powered pretty much by, let me see, the ward has a hit point maximum equal to twice the wizard level plus your intelligence modifier. So that's how you start it off, all right? And anytime that you cast an abjuration spell, it can get even stronger. So it's a nice little field. So the stronger that you get, the more powerful this ward is going to be. I had a friend, I was playing the Descent to Avernus, and we had a level 11 wizard that had this, and my goodness, man, like he did the armor of Agassiz, and with this as well, combining it with the 10 hit points, plus with the, I guess, with the shield, it was really good. With the shield as well, man, this wizard never got touched, man. And it was like as soon as his shield was down, yeah, he popped up another one. It was great. He was the tank wizard that had so many temporary hit points, it wasn't even funny, and I loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Level 6, Protected Ward. When a creature with you that you can see within 30 feet of yourself takes damage, you can use your reaction to absorb the damage. I'll be honest with you, don't do this ability. All right, your reactions are very important. Your reactions are for shield, counterspell. Those are what your reactions are for. Um, yeah, don't do it. Like I'm not all right. I'm not going to say don't do it. What I'm going to say is do this in like it got to be an emergency to pop this off. All right, pretty much emergency. If somebody's about to go down, you need to save them. Give them some of your ward, point blank. All right. Then you get the level 10. This the bread and butter spell breaker. You always have counter spell and dispel magic. You always got your bread and butter spells. Mwah, 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 mwah. Chef's kiss. Gotta love it. All right. In addition, you can cast dispel magic as a bonus action, and you add your proficiency bonus to the ability check. This is crazy. When you cast either spell with a spell slot, that slot isn't expended if the spell fails to stop the spell. All right, so this is oh my god. All right, I'm happy this is a level 10 because if you got this ability any sooner, the like it wouldn't be fair. All right, this is by far my favorite subclass. If I could get that high with a level 10 wizard, hey, you ain't doing it. First off, I could cast Dispel Magic or Counterspell to try to counter it. And hey, if it doesn't work, hey, I still keep the spell. Now, I will say this. This level 10 ability is great, but I'm thinking about Counterspell in 5e, not 2024. The new Counterspell, and I also think the spell Magic, let me just go and check. In the new version, it's kind of bad and everything because of the fact that the person when you're trying to do the dispel magic or counterspell, they got to make a pretty much the target, the person that's doing the spell got to make a save, and I think they got to make a concentration. Let me see. Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. An ongoing spell level 3 or lower on the target ends. For each ongoing spell higher. All right, so I think the Dispel Magic for the 2024 is the same, so that's good. So Dispel Magic works the same way. Counterspell. All right, so Dispel Magic works the same way in 2020 as the old one, so that's good. The big issue is with the Counterspell because pretty much the counter the spell, the person's got to make a con save. The reason why I think it's problematic is not necessarily for like I guess going against like for the monsters. I think it's problematic for the I guess with the players because if you have a wizard and that wizard's by a paladin with the aura, I think they get the boost, meaning they'll never fail. Like their spell will never be countered. So I am not a big fan of it. I mean, it's to the point where some of in our DM groups, if we do decide to use the D&D 2024, pretty much we're using the old counterspell because I think it makes more sense. I did make a video saying that I was advocating for it because I understand that, it does get kind of crazy when everyone's just counterspell, especially at higher level. Everyone's just counterspelling everything. But I feel like as I thought about it, because at first I was like, yeah, I'm cool with it. But now that I think about it, I'm like, nah, I'm not really happy with it. But so pretty much, this is still my favorite subclass. I do want to hear your thoughts about it. Tell me what you like, if you agree with my rankings and stuff like that. So pretty much, the illusionist is number 4. I think it's the worst one, followed by the evoker, diviner, and the abjurer. The abjurer. All right, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. The abjurer. That's my favorite subclass for it. Tell me if you agree with the rankings. Tell me if you don't. Please leave a comment. I want to continue to talk about it. And have you gotten an opportunity to play the new subclasses in DND 2024? Please, I want to talk about it. I want to play some games with these subclasses and with the new materials. And I will be making videos about the new D&D and try to get more people playing it and everything. So please like, subscribe. Thank you for listening to me about this and hope to talk to you soon. Later.